I'm the founder and CEO of Supernewsroom, and my role is basically to ensure that the company keeps growing, gets more subscribers. My background is that I was a teacher, and after that I continued, and my dream was always to go into journalism. So I went into, I did my master's in corporate communication because I thought that would be a way that I can branch out into journalism, because being a teacher, I don't think anybody wanted to hire a teacher to be a journalist. So after that, I got a job, and I was 30 years old, and I thought I was a bit too old. But thank God I got that opportunity to become a journalist with Astro Awani. And after that, I became a PR consultant, and that's where I basically found my calling, that I wanted to do PR consultancy. And I sort of merged my experience as a teacher, as a journalist, and became a PR consultant and also a media trainer. So all this, the convergence of all my experience that eventually, and my love for tech, and finally bringing it into something like Supernewsroom. The company started as a home business, I would say, meaning that at that time, of course, we didn't have enough capital to take up a huge office space and hire 20 people. So it was just me and my partner at that time, Pushpa. And we started with, as I said, I always share this story. I only had 1,000 ringgit with me at that time. And I bought a second-hand table, second-hand chair, and a phone, and started doing PR training. And from there, we got clients who took us on board to do consultancy. And we were very much into healthcare. We started with companies like Gleneagles, SMEs Healthcare. And then eventually we became a PR training firm. So we are Malaysia's top PR training firm as well. And then finally, today we are here as a PR tech startup. We basically have three groups. One is the startups and SMEs, those who don't actually have a budget to do, to get a PR agency to do publicity for them. The second, of course, are PR agencies and PR consultants. And of course, the third one are companies. We have companies like Petronas, YTL, cybersecurity, FWD, Takaful. They are all using Supernewsroom. We also have actually NGOs as well using Supernewsroom, because they don't have a budget again to hire hire a PR agency or to go all out in terms of getting someone to do it for them. They can DIY. We basically right now it's all about do it yourself. Number one was funding. Of course, to grow a business, funding has always been an issue. What we have done is that we ensure that we create multiple revenue streams. So Intellect Asia, which is the first company, then it evolved into Supernewsroom. The second one is, of course, awareness about PR. Not many people are aware about PR. They always get confused between PR and advertising. And of course, the third one is the current circumstances that we are in, which is COVID, and how it has really, really challenged a lot of businesses to stay afloat. I believe if you have an idea strong enough, you should just go for it. Let your instinct guide you. Another thing I always believe is don't ask too many people. If you ask for people, opinions, as they say, is free, right? It's the cheapest commodity. It has no value. Opinions people can give because it's so free. I think anybody out there, if you have a dream, go for it. Don't be afraid. It's okay. You will fail. You will fail multiple times, but you grow, you learn, you persevere, you'll be fine.